I put my Christmas pudding jumper on to be festive, but now I am just very warm. Hey friends, my name is Amy Rebecca. Welcome back to my channel and to another day of Vlogmas. Could I be more cheesy? I don't think I could. So the year's almost over and a lot of us are already thinking about our New Year's resolutions for 2022. You got all the classics: exercise more, eat less chocolate, drink less alcohol. Oh my gosh, that sounds like a terrible life. One resolution that I know a lot of people are going to have is to spend less and save more. So in today's video, I'm going to be answering the question, should you do a no buy year in 2022? At this point, I would like to say that if you're new, hi, why not go ahead and hit that subscribe button to become a member of the Odd Squad? That's our little family here. I make videos about intentional living to help you and myself all live our best lives. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button. What are you waiting for? Okay, back to the topic at hand. So first, I know a lot of you, especially anyone who's subscribed to my channel, is already going to be pretty well versed in what a no buy year is, because I've made a lot of no buy year content over the last 2 years. But if you're new and you're like, what's going on? I don't know what you're talking about. Then let's break it down very simply. A no buy year, some people call it a no spend year. Call it what you want, it is what it is. It's basically a year of implementing specific rules around your finances and your spending. Some people take it literally. I've read blog posts from people who bought nothing for an entire year. Not a single takeaway coffee all year, walking around with holes in their shoes. I mean, it's not my idea of a good time, but each to their own. But there is a more mainstream idea of a no buy year, which is basically, like I said, implementing a set of rules to help control your spending over the course of a year. I did a no buy year back in 2020, and this year I've done a low buy year, which is a little bit more of a lenient version of it. Although, to be completely honest, the no buy year changed my mindset so much that not buying junk I don't need is just a part of who I am now. So, should you do a no buy year in 2022? Yes. End of video. No, I'm just joking. I want us to go through and kind of talk about some of the reasons why I think you should do a no buy year in 2020 and convince you that it's not as terrifying as it actually seems. Right now would be a good time to mention that today, this very day, I launched a brand new ebook that is all about the no buy year. Do you see that coincidence? How I just like launched an ebook about it and then made a video about it all in one day? Some people would call that forward planning. Like I said, I've been making no buy year content on YouTube for the last 2 years, so I've seen a lot of the same like comments and questions and concerns come up over and over again. So I thought, hey, why not answer this all once and for all in an ebook? I'm feeling very proud of it. I love the way it turned out, and it really does have everything I could possibly have to say about doing a no buy year. I give you my step-by-step process for setting yourself up for success at the beginning of the year, including setting intentions and creating rules that actually mean something to you, which is essential if you're gonna actually stick to them. I give you all of my favorite tips and suggestions, resources, and of course, monthly trackers, because you guys know I love a spreadsheet. So I'm going to leave the link in the description box down below where you can get your hands virtually on that ebook. And because it is almost Christmas, I'm giving you an extra special offer where anybody who purchases a copy of my ebook can get my 12-week declutter course that is starting in January for 50% off. I know, it's wild. It's a Christmas miracle. So yeah, all the information is going to be in the description box. And now let's get into the actual bulk of this video. So why do I think that you should do a no buy year in 2022? Well, there are a couple of big reasons. The first one, no shocker, it's financial. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you do a no buy year, you will save money. You can take me as an example. I am an obsessive budgeter, so my no buy year wasn't really about saving more money. That wasn't the main purpose for me. But a result of doing it was that I saved an additional over £1,000 without even trying. And obviously if you're not on a strict budget right now and you are kind of just frivolously spending, then imagine how much you could save if you cut out a big bulk of your spending and your purchases over the course of a year. I'm sure I don't have to tell anybody, and I hate to bring it up, especially this close to Christmas, but we are in really crappy times, uncertain times. Everything's higgledy-piggledy, and I know we want to think that we are coming out the other side of it, and I hope. But I think the last 2 years have taught us that you really just don't know what's around the corner. When I was doing research for the ebook, I read, and I can't remember the exact statistic, but I read that the amount of debt from online shopping has gone up by like literally billions since the pandemic started. And I know people in my life who are having Amazon packages delivered every single day during the first lockdown. And I totally understand that, because when things are difficult, you turn to whatever can bring you comfort. But imagine if you could get to a point where shopping and spending money wasn't the thing that brought you comfort. If you could go through a stressful situation and not feel like you needed to kind of like throw money at it, you'd be in a much better position. So whether you are in debt right now, and girl, I've been there, or whether you are just like looking to put money away for a house or a holiday or a car, like it doesn't really matter where you are on the spectrum. We could all stand to save a little bit more money, and doing a no buy year will definitely help with that. The second reason I think that everybody should do a no buy year, unless probably you're like one of those people who lives in a tiny house, is most of us have way too much stuff. That's the reason that I did my no buy year, because seriously, the mountains of junk, it was overwhelming. And again, going back to research I've done that I included in my decluttering course, like I read all these different studies and articles about the impact of clutter on people's lives and their health. And like, once you open up that can of worms, it's wild. Like, it can literally make you sick. Just having too much stuff can make you sick. It's bad for your stress levels, it's bad for your work life, it's bad for your relationships, it's just bad. And when you think about it, like, it seems kind of counterintuitive, right? To put ourselves into debt or to put ourselves in a financially worse off situation, throwing money at stuff that then in turn just makes us really miserable and stressed. Society is really weird. Have you ever noticed? And for years I was decluttering like there was no tomorrow. Marie Kondo and me, well, I mean, she doesn't know me, but that's how I felt with her. And it didn't make a difference, because you need, if you want to get the clutter under control in your life, you need both. You need to stop buying, and then you need to declutter. It doesn't work when you just take one without the other. You're still going to be left with a lot of junk. And the third thing I really have to say about doing a no buy year, whether it's in 2022 or in 2089, oh my gosh, I'm probably going to be dead by then. Anyway, at whatever point you decide you want to do your no buy year, it's actually kind of easy. It sounds terrifying, right? The idea of not buying things for a year. Like, I remember when I was doing mine last year, every time I told someone like, oh yeah, no, I can't go shopping, I'm on a no buy year, it was like their brains were gonna, like, why would you want to put yourself through that torturous experiment? But it was actually really easy. Like, the first, I would say, couple months, you're getting into it, right? You're getting into the new habits and the new way of living. And after that, it's like you're just living life, but without spending money on stuff you don't need. And it's not as simple as that. I mean, it is as simple as that, but it's also not as simple as that, because you do need to put like certain things in place to make sure that you stay on track. You do need to have a certain mindset that you go into it with, because you've probably lived your entire life up until this point with these like consumerist goggles on, where you're so used to just like buying stuff and like throwing your money at stuff. I'm gonna stop doing that. But it's just a way of life that we've all been brought up with and we've all kind of accepted as the norm. We don't question it. And so there are, you know, deep rooted habits there that you need to break. So I'm not trying to make it sound like, oh, it's easy, you just wake up and you never want to buy anything again. But eventually, yeah, you do kind of get to that point where I don't even think about it anymore. It's just my life. So should you do a no buy year in 2022? Yes. And for anybody who does go ahead and purchase my ebook, thank you in advance, I love you. But you will see time and time again, I mention in that ebook the importance of making it your own and personalizing it to your lifestyle. I think a lot of times it can seem so daunting because you have this fixed idea of what it would look like and you think that would never work in my life. But in the ebook, I kind of show you how to make it work for your life in a way that you not only just get through it, but you succeed and you enjoy. You can do this, okay? You can. 2022 is the year of achieving amazing things. I've got a really good feeling about it. Although I said that about 2020, so don't quote me. Okay guys, so like I said, I'm gonna leave all of the information for my new ebook in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you are going to be taking part in a no buy year in this coming year. I would love to know. Don't forget to subscribe also and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. But until tomorrow, oh my gosh, tomorrow, last Vlogmas video of 2021. What year is this? But until tomorrow, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember that I love you all so much. You are enough just as you are, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.